What you're about to see is something we almost, never get in American politics, all right? And it's a public apology. And this one is from Marjorie Taylor Greene. Don't stop the video, okay? I know I mentioned her name. Please continue listening because this is actually quite amazing, all right? I just want you to just stay here, okay? Thank you, okay? All right. About her role in what she called toxic politics, okay? She said on national television, and it landed like a shockwave because for years, Greene has been, one of the central figures escalating our political divide while advocating for Trump. Check out this right here. Watch this.
Congresswoman, you posted on X that President Trump is, with his comments, fueling a, quote, hotbed of threats against you. Obviously, any threats to your safety are completely unacceptable. But we have seen these kinds of attacks or criticism from the president at other people. It's not new. And with respect, I haven't heard you speak out about it until it was directed at you.
Dana, I think that's fair criticism. And I would like to say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics. It's very bad for our country. And it's been something I've thought about a lot, especially since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, is that I'm only responsible for myself and my own words and actions. And I am committed, and I've been working on this a lot lately, to put down the knives in politics. I really just want to see people be kind to one another, and we need to figure out a new path forward that is focused on the American people, because as Americans, no matter what side of the aisle we're on, we have far more in common than we have differences. Yeah. And we need to be able to respect each other with our disagreements.
So tonight I want to take a hard fact-based look at what this apology really means, okay? What led up to it and what it says about where our country is right now, all right? So let's start with the facts. It's always good to at least start with the facts, right? Greene went on camera and she said she wants a new way forward and that our political system is basically being torn apart by what she called the political industrial complex. She said Americans are being pitted against each other. Totally true, by the way. And for the first time in a long time, she included herself in the problem, which was very big of her. That is not like a small moment, all right? For years, Greene has built a, national profile on confrontation, amplifying conspiracies, attacking political opponents, and turning her own party into a series of internal wars. Sorry. I mean, this is the same person who called fellow Republicans traitors, who pushed for impeachments without evidence, who sparked feuds with her own leadership, and who often celebrated the very divide she now says she wants to fix. Again, stay here. I'm not saying that we're loving Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I am saying that this is a good thing that is happening. That's all I'm saying. So stay here. So why the change? I mean, the timing matters, first of all. I mean, Greene is currently in a political feud with Trump. I mean, the most powerful force inside of her party. After he publicly attacked her and withdrew his endorsement, she is taking fire online consistently. She's losing a footing inside of her party. The party they have today is basically one that she helped build from the ground up with him, okay? When a politician loses their protections in something that they built, they start speaking out very differently, all right? And that doesn't make the apology invalid, all right? But it does mean that we should really put it in context, because what she said on television is true. Americans are being pulled apart. Our politics have become a machine, designed to basically divide us. And Greene, like Trump, and many others, has been a key player in, this machine. And that's why this moment really matters, because when someone who helped build the fire basically starts, yelling that the house is burning, we should pay attention. Not because they deserve praise, but because they are finally saying what millions of Americans have been knowing for years, all of us, right? Here's the hard truth, okay? I mean, an apology is only as good as the actions that follow it. And we all agree on that. So if Greene is serious, it has to show up in her votes, her behavior, not in just, one-off moment on television. It has to look like she's lowering the temperature. It has to look like telling the truth, even when it's not politically easy. It has to look like, I don't know, stopping the consistent attacks on other Americans. Because this country can't survive when politicians build power by turning us against each other. I mean, we need honest differences, not personal wars. We need debate, not dehumanization, right? And we really do need a political system that, works for the people who actually, live in the country, not for the personal branding of, the people that run it. So, for now, we deal with facts. A major figure in today's Republican Party stood on national TV and said one of the most honest things that she has probably ever said. That is that the system is toxic, that it is hurting Americans, and that she has been a part of it. She is taking accountability and ownership. The question now is whether she means it and whether anyone else in her party is willing to also say it out loud.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected and informed to the stories that matter, the people that matter, and most importantly, the truth. The thing that is so hard to find right now. And just so you guys know, I do the best that I can to answer the comments. So I really hope to see you guys in there.